on in, door's open.
All right, I caught you.
Oh, Connor, what's up?
Well, I was just going to drive down to PCH, maybe stop in at the bikini bar and have a couple of beers with Sly.
Oh, sounds good.
So join us.
Thanks, not tonight. Maybe some other time.
Plans?
Sure do. Macy is cooking me dinner.
Sally is not in the house, I take it?
No, she's down at the market and CJ's taking a nap.
It's kind of late in the day for a nap, isn't it?
Well, I wore the poor fella out today at Magic Mountain.
Took him to an amusement park?
Oh, we had a blast. Pure blast. I mean, you want to enjoy life, you experience it through the eyes of a child. And then you ride Colossus with Sally Spectra.
Sally went with you?
Yeah, the three of us.
Are you for real, Anthony?
I hope so.
I mean, this family thing.
What about it?
You don't think you're going overboard with this?
No. In fact, I can't seem to get enough of their company.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be in their company. Don't get me wrong. It's just, they're not your family. You're playing house with these people. What gives?
Connor, I never had a house. Never had a family. Nor much of a childhood, for that matter.
It's not like you were orphaned or anything like that, is it?
Same difference. My parents were alive. But for the amount of time we spent together, they might as well have been dead.
You think Anthony is involved with another woman?
It's killing me, Macy. It's just tearing me up inside.
Do you have any idea who it might be?
That's why I needed to see you.
Why? Why me?
Well, you're my daughter. You're my best friend in the whole world.
I don't understand. Mother, did Anthony say something to you?
No.
But you still wanted to see me?
Yes, who else can I turn to now? Oh, Macy, darling, we've always been able to confide in each other. And now I need you. I need you more than I ever have before.
I understand.
I know you do, honey.
I guess you've grown pretty attached to Anthony.
Yeah, maybe too attached. I don't know. Our whole relationship seems to have changed, Macy. It's become more than just a friendship and more than just a business partnership. I'm falling in love with him, Macy. I'm in love with Anthony.
My time away from Los Angeles is over, Stephanie. You probably hope I was gone for good, but I'm not. I'm back. And I'm not going anywhere ever again. So if you have any ideas about Eric, just know I'm here to stay. And that Eric is mine, Stephanie. All mine.
Feeling a little insecure, are we?
No, not at all.
Actually, I wouldn't blame you.
Oh, just protecting my turf, Steph. You wrote the book on that.
How was your trip? Or should I say, how was your extended leave of absence?
I had a very good reason for being gone so long, Stephanie. My mother was ill.
I'm sorry about that. But the truth is, that's not enough of a reason to stay out of touch with your husband. Practically no phone calls and certainly no letters. You virtually had no contact with him these past few weeks. Did it slip your mind that you were married? Or don't you give a damn about that anymore?
With Anthony?
Yes, I guess I am. I'm in love with Anthony Armando. There. There, I finally said it.
Well, I thought you were just good friends.
Well, we were, Macy. Of course we were. That's how we started. But everything's changed. Now it's turned into something I never dreamed possible.
For you both?
I don't know. I can only speak for myself. I can only tell you what it makes me feel like, how he makes me feel. Because, Macy, he makes me feel like a woman again. A woman who is so deeply in love that she doesn't know what she's doing half the time.
Mom, I had no idea.
It's all right. Neither does Anthony.
You haven't told him yet?
No, not yet. How can I tell him, Macy? How can I tell him how I feel just to see him? When he walks in a room, just to look at him. Just to hear the sound of his voice, just to stand next to him. How can I tell him how it makes me feel when he looks at me? Because when he looks at me, Macy, suddenly everything's all right with the world. Everything.
Anthony can have that effect on a woman.
I know. That's what worries me. Oh, honey, I know that you... Well, Anthony's never been your type.
Yeah, I'm the exception, I guess.
But do you have any idea who he might be seeing?
Mother, what makes you think he's seeing someone else?
Well, tonight, we were supposed to have dinner together at the house, you know? And then he got a telephone call. And after he was finished with that, he had to cancel our dinner plans. He said something came up.
And you didn't believe him?
I thought he was being evasive. I thought he was covering up something. Oh, God, Macy, I hate this. I hate myself for talking like this. I hate myself for feeling like this.
Mom,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
crazy.
What can I do?
You can tell me, please, if you've noticed anything at the office.
No, not really.
Well, what about gossip? Do they gossip about Anthony? Do they talk about him seeing one of the models or maybe one of our buyers? What is it, Macy? What's wrong?
I'm just hurting for you, Mom.
No, that's not it. It's something else. You know something. Something you're not telling me. Macy, you know who Anthony's been seeing.
You've never really talked much about your childhood.
For good reason.
Painful memories?
Are there any other kind? Yeah, well, I was a poor little rich boy, Connor. You're looking at an accident. My parents didn't want to have kids. I was an inconvenience. I sincerely cramped their lifestyle. And when I was a baby, they moved around Europe and the States a lot, and we never really settled down, so I never really had that many friends or acquaintances. I knew a lot of babysitters and nannies. Yeah, my parents. And then, when I got a little bit older, they packed me off to my relatives, then boarding school, and then finally I just took off. Ended up in design school. That was my salvation. Yeah, all I ever wanted was just a place to belong. To have a home. With people I can love and they'd love me back, just like a family. Connor, I never even knew the meaning of the word. Not until I moved into this place right here with Sally and CJ.
I love my husband, Stephanie, and he loves me.
You have a funny way of showing it.
You know, I don't have to explain myself to you.
No. But you're going to have a hard time explaining yourself to Eric someday.
Stay away from my husband, Stephanie. Stop embarrassing yourself and let him live his life.
With you?
Yes, with me.
You aren't worthy of him.
Oh, and I suppose you are.
Time will tell.
Oh, really? Would you care to elaborate?
Someday. And with pleasure.
Well, I can certainly see why Sally and CJ have become so important to you.
You're the only family I've ever known.
You find something you've never had, you want to hang on to it. I understand that.
You know, Connor, I made myself a promise a long time ago that I would not do to my child what my folks did to me. I will not abandon CJ. I won't do it to that kid.
You're talking about him like he's your own son, Anthony.
I am the closest thing to a real father he's ever had.
And what about Sally?
Well, she has given me so much opportunity. Everything I have, I owe to that wonderful lady. And I will not let her down. I will not disappoint her.
You're in love with her daughter. Now, Sally's gonna find out about that sooner or later.
Well, as long as it's not tonight.
Oh, right. Dinner with Macy.
Yeah, and I'm late, and Sally's gonna be back very soon.
Look, you just take off. I'll stick around till she gets home.
Really? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I owe you. See you.
All right.
Mother, come here, come here. I want you to sit down here.
Why? What is this all about?
I have something to tell you.
About Anthony?
Yes.
Then I was right. You do know Anthony is involved with some other woman.
Would it make you feel any better to know for sure if Anthony is seeing another woman?
Macy, I just have to know one way or the other, or I'm gonna go nuts, all right? Is it this new girl? Is it Clarice, the beautiful blonde
Please,
model?
no, just
the
listen
one
to
who's
me,
hanging
Mother.
around
Listen
his...
to me.
I know I'm talking like a fool. I mean, it could be any one of a dozen women. I've seen the way they all look at him. They're all attracted to him, and I... What am I doing, Macy? This is crazy. I mean, I sound like some stupid, jealous child. I don't know what...
Mother, please. It's not what you think it is.
You're saying it's not one of the models?
No, it's not one of the models.
Well, then who? No. No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. No, I'm not going to do this to myself, Macy. I'm not going to do this to him. I'm not going to behave like a stupid, jealous fool. Now, that's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You've got to distance yourself from Anthony.
No. What I have to do is trust Anthony. Trust the way he feels about me, because nobody has been sweeter to me. Nobody has ever treated me better. I know he cares about me, Macy, and I know he cares about my little boy, CJ. He loves that little boy. I know it. Anthony would never do anything to hurt us. So that's it. Now, I'm so sorry that I came over here and laid all of this on you. Forgive me. But this is something I'm going to have to take care of myself, and I will. I'll see you in the office tomorrow, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Eric.
Hello, Sheila. Stephanie?
Did we keep you waiting long out there?
No, not at all. Am I interrupting something?
Oh, no, sweetheart, please don't be silly.
Actually, I was just welcoming Sheila back into the fold again.
Yes, as only Stephanie can.
What's that supposed to mean?
Excuse me?
It doesn't mean anything, Eric.
I detected a tone of sarcasm in your voice.
Oh, well, gee, I'm sorry, honey. It certainly wasn't intended. In fact, I was just about to tell Stephanie we'd love to have her over to the house sometime for dinner. And you'd love the opportunity to get out of the house, wouldn't you, Stephanie?
Oh, yes, we shut-ins usually do.
Well, then why don't we make a day of it? I'd love to show you what I've done with the house. Maybe you can get a decorating tip or two.
I doubt it, but thank you.
Oh, come on. There's nothing like changing the wallpaper to help you forget all those lonely days gone by.
Sheila. Stephanie's already seen the house.
Oh, well, not since we finished decorating.
She came over while you were out of town.
I see.
Well, I'm sure I have a conference call to make somewhere in the world. Nice to have you back, Sheila.
It's good to be back, Stephanie.
You can't even pretend to be polite, can you?
Why should I? Stephanie holds me in contempt, and I feel the same way about her. Although, I'm sure you're very well aware of that already. You've probably spoken in great lengths to Stephanie about it. On my couch.
Anybody home?
Come on in, Anthony.
Wow. Pasta sauce, pasta, something smells really good. What could be for dinner? Mace? Is something wrong?
I had a long talk with my mother. She just left.
What? Sally came over here to see you?
Yes, she did.
I don't get it. I thought she was going to the market.
I guess that was just an excuse.
What does she want?
Anthony, she was distraught. When you canceled your dinner plans, she got suspicious, and now she's convinced that you're seeing another woman.
Did she confront you? Does she know about us?
No, she has no idea who the other woman is. She doesn't suspect me at all.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
You don't understand, Anthony. She confided in me because I'm her daughter, and I'm her best friend. God, I wanted to tell her the truth, and I tried, but she just wouldn't let me. Or maybe I just wouldn't let myself.
Maybe it's for the best.
Anthony, how can you say that? Every moment that we steal together, we're living a lie, and I hate myself for that. I am betraying my own mother.
Macy, I'm going to tell her the truth. I promise, when the time is right.
Do you really have any idea how she feels for you, the depth of her emotion?
I know she cares for me.
Anthony, she's in love with you. Romantic love. She feels the same way about you that I do.
I had no idea.
Well, you've been in denial.
Maybe we both have.
Well, we've got to put a stop to this, Anthony, to all the lies. Now, either we tell Mother the truth about us, or
What?
Or it is over between us, Anthony. Over for good.
Macy.
No,
Macy,
listen, there is no
please.
other way, Anthony. Now, you have got to choose between us once and for all. You've got to ask yourself who you want to be with. Now, is it going to be me, or is it going to be my mother?
Stephanie's been to our house. That doesn't surprise you, does it?
You never mentioned it.
Sheila, you were gone for over a month. Stephanie and I spent some time together while you were away.
Exactly how much time, Eric?
Well, let's see. She spent some time at our house. I was invited to hers several times. We went out to dinner.
May I ask where?
The Café Russe.
I see. Well, thank you for being so forthright. Looks like you have nothing to hide.
No, I don't. Look, Sheila, there's something I have to say to you.
All right.
It's very distressing to me to have you talk to Stephanie that way.
Talk to her in what way?
With such disrespect and sarcasm.
Eric, please, I think you're overreacting.
And Sheila, Stephanie's a woman of dignity and class. I should think you'd even want to use her as an example.
I think I understand what you're saying.
I wonder if you really do.
I wonder if I do, too. I wonder if you're telling me all there is to tell. Maybe more went on between you and Stephanie than you're willing to admit to
No,
me.
Sheila, look, I think this conversation's over.
No, Eric, I don't think it is. You know, I deserve the same respect that you demand for Stephanie.
What's your point, Sheila?
I don't know what went on between the two of you when I was gone. But I'm telling you, I won't put up with any indiscretions. I refuse to do that. So whatever it was, Eric, it has got to end today. Do you understand? It ends today.